Alright, so this video is about dealing with the opposite sex and your dentures at the same time. Because that's usually a really big issue for people, if not one of the biggest issues for people. I'm married, so I can only offer, a perspective. I'm not, experienced in dating with dentures. However, I am experienced in dating with bad teeth, so I can give my opinion there. But anyways, I'm gonna try to keep this to the point. Um, Number one is what will your boyfriend or husband or wife or girlfriend, significant other in general think about you having to get dentures? And the answer to that would vary. It depends on who you're with. That was one of my big concerns. Like, I didn't care about what other people that do not matter in my life think about me, because they do not matter in my life. But my husband means the most to me, and I really wanted to know that he would not think differently of me, wouldn't think like, oh, there's something wrong with my wife, even though I know he's not the kind of guy to do that. Like, I would never have married him if he was, but it's still those nagging thoughts that you get in the back of your head, like wondering if they would secretly think differently about you. So after I got him done, I brought it up quite a bit, asking him, are you sure they don't look bad? Are you sure you don't think differently about me? Do you care that your friends know that your wife has dentures? And just, bombarding him with the questions. And he honestly does not care. He does not care. In fact, he finds me much more sexy now that I have them, and that is because I feel sexier. So it shows. It shows to him, it shows to everybody around me that, my confidence and my self-esteem and my self-image has improved because of my teeth. Um, how to bring it up to your significant other. For me, I went the first half of my relationship with my husband. See, in May we will have known each other for 5 years, and from day one of meeting each other, we have been inseparable. We have been together through it all. And there was one thing that I would never talk to him about, and that was my teeth. And part of that is because I didn't talk to anybody about it. It was just that embarrassing. I mean, even when a toothpaste commercial would come on in front of other people, I would get so embarrassed. So that's something that I didn't talk to him about. Another reason why is because he already had really nice teeth, and that was probably one of the first things that really attracted me to him physically, is that, not only was he gorgeous, but his smile was just amazing. So it just made it that much more awkward. So I think that it was so out of 5 years, it was probably a couple years ago that I sat down with him and I talked to him I've got something to tell you that I haven't talked to you about before, and it was really uncomfortable for me. And I'm not that, I mean, I'm sure you guys can see I'm a pretty open person, but that for me was really hard. And I told him I wanted to talk to him about my teeth. And so we just talked. I told him everything that I had built up over the years. Like, they're bad, they're awful. I'm gonna lose them if I don't do something about it. I told him about, how I thought about myself because of them, things that I had avoided, just every single thing that you keep to yourself. I just poured it all out to him, and he was so supportive. Even though I didn't show him what they looked like, because yeah, we never I never did. I never would. He would ask me to smile, and I wouldn't. I told him, I was like, I don't like my teeth. I'm not doing it. So I'm sure he knew, he did know that my teeth were bad, but he did not know, how bad they were. So, but he was really supportive, and he was thankful that I confided in him to talk to him about something so personal. Um, and he vowed to help me. I mean, we weren't at the time married, um, but we were close, so he said that he would do whatever he had to do to help me get them fixed. Then came the day that I was like, you know what, Kevin, I'm gonna have to get dentures. And that was uncomfortable too. Like, it's bad enough explaining to my husband that, my teeth are just hopeless, but now I'm saying, like, they're really hopeless and they have to go and I have to get dentures. And there again, like, he didn't think anything bad about me. He didn't think any differently about me. It was, you know, like sitting down and talking about the damn bills, but, of course, more personal and more sympathetic to the situation. But yeah, it wasn't like, he was like, ew, what is he gonna say? He's my husband. So, bringing it up to your spouse, it's something that you really have to do because you're going to need that. You're going to need that support. I think that he's one of the reasons why I'm able to feel as good about them as I do, because he is like my backbone. He is my support through the whole process. So your spouse has to know. They have to know. And there is no way to bring it up. You just bring it up the best way you know how to. Just make sure that you do. You have to let them in on this part of your life. Um, so that's that about, what your husband or boyfriend or wife or whatever will think. It just depends. Next. uh, Intimacy. You Mr. McNasties, like, hiding in the woodwork, like, thinking twisted, sick things about toothless women, like, please do not even, like, go there on my channel. I don't want to discuss that. Whatever you do with your females in your bedroom, like, that's pimping, but, like, don't bring it up here, because it's not, I mean, we'll bring it up, but, like, not to me, like, whatever. Yeah. Intimacy. I have family that watches my videos, so I'm not gonna get too into detail, but I'm sure you know what I mean by intimate, because, I mean, we're talking about the mouth here, we're talking about dentures, and, no, I don't have a problem with that, and it was by accident that I found out, because I vowed that it would not go down on my watch, not so long as I had these dentures. I was like, maybe when I get implants and there's, like, no chance of a mishap and, where's my teeth type of situation, I vowed that I wouldn't do it. But things happen, and we got smashed one night, and one thing led to another, and it happened, and there was absolutely no problem there, because I have never, I, I don't have a problem in that department, put it that way. Like, teeth in that department have never been a problem for me. Like, I don't let them get in the way. So it was not a problem. So for you women out there that are concerned with that, who, still want to get intimate with your husband or boyfriend, like, for me, it wasn't hard at all. Like, I feel myself getting red. Why am I getting embarrassed? Anyways, but they were glued in. Like, I probably, well, I don't know, because I was drunk. Like, who knows what could have happened. But I would not attempt that if I knew they were not secure. Of course, duh, I wouldn't attempt to eat in public if I knew they weren't secure. So that's that. No problem there. Kissing. Absolutely no problem. He cannot tell. Or I can tell if he's lying. He can't tell. And we're not the, like, sloppy, like, all over the place. Like, I'm sure it's not that he can't tell. I'm sure he feels like, the top, but, like, is it an issue? No, no, it's not. As a matter of fact, my breath is just minty fresh and it's great. And so, nothing but positive there. No problems kissing. It's not awkward. They're not all over the place. Because, I guess that, when they're not secure in there, it could be a little bit difficult, but, like, I wouldn't even go as far as to say it's a challenge, really. It's just, like, you get used to it. Like, starting out, you don't really know how to manipulate your teeth when they're not in there, but, like, even with eating and things like that, like, you learn how to maneuver your tongue to, like, hold them down to do the necessary task, so it's not a problem. And then the next thing is dating. Um, I, of course, am married. I'm a married woman, so I can only offer my opinion on this because I have not been in this, I haven't experienced this pretty much. But um, being single, you would probably think, what are guys or women gonna think about me if they know that I have fake teeth? Now, for one, we're not teenagers anymore. Well, maybe some of you are, but like, hopefully most of us are mature adults that aren't like into like cracking jokes on people and, things like that, so hopefully whatever person you are interested in pursuing is mature. So, with that assumption made, I will say this. I would not bring it up on the first date. And that to me is not lying, it's not hiding, it's just withholding information temporarily. And this is the reason why. I always try to like picture the other side, like put myself in the other person's shoes. And let's say I had nice, normal teeth and everything like that, and I was single and I was dating a guy and we were having like a great night. Everything was going perfect. We were really connecting with each other. And then just randomly out of nowhere, he's like, yeah, by the way, I wear dentures. I have no teeth. Like, I'm not even going to be so much focused on, he's toothless. Like, I would probably be thinking like something's wrong with him because the way he blurted that out was like he felt like there was something wrong with him. And like, to me, that's just not something that you should really bring up on the first date. Like, the first several dates are getting a feel for each other and getting to know each other to see if you even have a connection at all. So, you wouldn't want to cloud somebody's judgment or image of you by bringing that up, like, right off the top, right? Um, I probably said before that I would bring it up on the first date, but now that I'm thinking about it, no, it's not a good idea. I just don't think that that would be good. Wait until you see if y'all even want to schedule a second date. I mean, see if you're even interested in each other in the first place. Um, because there's certain things that just you don't bring up immediately. You don't want to tell them your whole life story and everything you've been through and stuff like that. So why would you tell them this on the first date as well? So I wouldn't. I would wait until I see if I want to even continue dating that person. And then comes how to bring it up to a person that you're interested in or dating. That all depends on your style. I mean, that is like an individual thing. For me personally, like with my personality, I would probably just like randomly bring it up. Like, um, after we've already established that we like each other and we want to continue talking and we like really hit it off, you know, when you're sitting back with that person, like, you get around each other and just start talking about all kinds of stuff, I'd be like, oh, hey, guess what? There's something that I haven't told you yet. My teeth are not real. Like, I have dentures, can you tell? And like, I I would just be a random type of person because that's just who I am. I'm just random altogether. So I might even make a joke out of it. Um, yeah, I guess that's all I have to say about that. But anyways, if you guys have any questions about this, or if you can think of anything that I didn't cover here, because like I'm not an expert here, and I'm sure you all have like, even experiences, you don't have to ask questions or comment on my video. Like if you can relate to this, what did your husband or wife think about you getting dentures, or think about the idea of you getting dentures? Have you brought it up yet? How did you bring it up? Just, leave anything that you can that relates to this subject so that, people passing by that see the video, I always scroll through to see the comments and what people have to say about it. So leave some good advice for people. So that's that. And if you have anything personal to ask me that you don't want to bring up in front of everybody else, like, I pretty much respond to every message I get. So you can send me a private message and I'll do my best to get back to you as soon as I can. So, good night.